This is the synthetic signal report for Monday, April 27th, 2026, in the afternoon. Today's analysis covers the termination of the exclusive revenue-sharing agreement between Microsoft and OpenAI. We examine the United States Supreme Court's review of Geofence warrants and China's decision to block Meta from acquiring the artificial intelligence startup Manus. The report also details GitHub Copilot's shift to usage-based billing and a new feasibility trial for a brain implant from Motif Neurotech. Finally, we explore a new verification primitive for the Ethereum network and the arrival of DeepSeek version 4. Microsoft and OpenAI have officially ended their exclusive revenue-sharing agreement. This marks a structural transition in one of the most significant partnerships in the history of the technology sector. The move decouples the financial interests that previously tethered the two companies, allowing OpenAI more flexibility in its commercial operations. This shift occurs as competitors like Amazon and Anthropic continue to tighten the market for frontier models. Technical analysts suggest this allows OpenAI to pursue independent infrastructure and hardware strategies that were previously restricted by the Microsoft partnership. The end of exclusivity indicates that the generative intelligence market is moving toward a more fragmented landscape. Single-vendor dependencies are now viewed as a strategic risk. Microsoft, in turn, is diversifying its portfolio to include a wider range of models beyond the OpenAI ecosystem. This update follows months of regulatory scrutiny regarding the influence of large tech firms over emerging artificial intelligence startups. The United States Supreme Court held oral arguments on Monday regarding the police use of geofence warrants. These warrants allow law enforcement to obtain location data for every mobile device within a specific area during a specific time frame. Most of the justices signaled that such precision tracking should require a specific warrant under the Fourth Amendment. The arguments revealed a rare alignment among both conservative and liberal justices. They questioned the broad scope of these digital dragnets, which often sweep up thousands of innocent bystanders. This case is a critical test of how the law treats the constant stream of data emitted by smartphones. Your phone quietly maps your life, and the question of who gets to read that map is now a central legal frontier. If the court rules against the current practice, it will fundamentally change how police use Google location data in criminal investigations. This is an analytical shift away from historical third-party data doctrines toward a more protected view of digital privacy. China has blocked Meta's attempt to acquire the artificial intelligence startup Manus. This regulatory intervention by Chinese authorities highlights the growing geopolitical sensitivity surrounding intellectual property in the agentic intelligence space. Manus has been recognized for its work in autonomous model reasoning, a field Meta is aggressively pursuing to bolster its own social media ecosystem. The block prevents Meta from absorbing a key domestic player in China's technical landscape. This move underscores a global trend where governments treat artificial intelligence startups as national security assets. Acquisitions in this sector are no longer simple commercial transactions. They are now subject to the same level of scrutiny as energy or defense contracts. GitHub is moving its Copilot service to a usage-based billing model. Previously, the system operated on a flat monthly or yearly subscription fee. The new consumption-based structure means enterprises will pay based on their actual use of the tool. This shift is a response to the massive compute costs associated with running large language models across millions of developer sessions. For large organizations, this could significantly alter the economics of deploying artificial intelligence tools within their development pipelines. It suggests that the era of unlimited access to frontier coding models is coming to an end. Providers are now looking for more sustainable margins as the cost of hardware and energy remains high. This is a signal from the future. The Food and Drug Administration has approved a feasibility trial for Motif Neurotech to begin testing a new brain implant designed to treat depression. This is an under-the-radar development, because it represents a move toward neuromodulation as a primary medical intervention. The device is a small implant, sometimes described as a zap in a cap, that provides targeted electrical stimulation to brain regions associated with mood regulation. Unlike traditional pharmaceutical approaches, this technology seeks to physically recalibrate neural pathways. If successful, this trial could open the door for a new class of medical devices that treat mental health through direct hardware interaction with the nervous system. The focus here is on long-term stability for treatment-resistant cases. The Chinese startup DeepSeek has released its version 4 model, matching the intelligence of proprietary models from the United States at 1/6 of the cost. This development highlights the rapid commoditization of high-level reasoning. Simultaneously, research published on the AR-14 server has introduced a new method for turning natural language into verified code. Using a system called Daphne, this framework allows an artificial intelligence to generate implementation logic alongside formal mathematical proofs. This is a grounded response to the problem of model hallucinations. By requiring the model to prove its own code is correct, developers can ensure a level of honesty and reliability that standard code generation currently lacks. This moves the industry toward verified software engineering rather than probabilistic guessing. The security community is currently tracking a surge in attacks targeting autonomous agents. In just 2 weeks, 7 major vulnerabilities have been identified across systems like Copilot Studio, Agentforce, and Claude Code. Techniques like tool jacking and memory poisoning demonstrate that when agents have too much access to system tools, they become high-risk threat vectors. In the world of decentralized finance, the community is mobilizing a $300 million relief fund following an exploit on Kelp.io. This collective response highlights a shift where human-led safety nets are being built to compensate for code vulnerabilities. Chatter is also high regarding the Linux kernel. Developers have resolved a critical out-of-bounds access flaw in the network emulator logic and a critical issue in the network filtering system. Security professionals are urging immediate updates to the latest kernel versions to prevent remote packet corruption. In sovereign tech, Ethereum researchers have introduced a new verification primitive called BreakThis. The goal is to create a portable way to verify system events that is independent of specific rollups or indexers. This addresses the current gap where verification still depends on specific tooling. Finally, there is significant discussion about pure-play WireGuard deployments. Some analysts are moving away from closed-source clients like Tailscale in favor of simplified, open-source configurations using PyVPN. The sentiment favors transparency and reduced complexity over the convenience of magic DNS features. This concludes the synthetic signal report for Monday,